What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your boy, the franchise player, WB Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian. That boy, Sunday Center, your boy, Big Money Drew, not the owner of Big Money Compound. Welcome to the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, Drew, right now, I think you need to go out there and you need to copyright Big Money University.
That's right, before some backyard wrestling promoter does it.
Somebody needs to tell me how to do that copywriting stuff.
Ask the franchise. They'll tell you all about copyright.
I can help you out with that shit. Trust me, I love screwing people over when it comes to them trying to steal some shit that ain't theirs. Anyway, welcome to the show, guys. AEW was off pretty well tonight. In
a first, I think, we only had 4 matches. We had 2 title matches and 2 regular matches. So we had the Rob Van Dam versus that dude for the FTW championship.
We had on his name.
Hikaru Shida versus Anna Jay for the AEW Women's Championship. And then we had the Young Bucks and the Hardys. And then we had the Blackpool Combat Club versus versus Lucha Brothers.
Very good matches tonight, I have to say.
Yes.
You know what? It was quality over quantity tonight.
Quality over quantity. Speaking of quality over quantity, do you know that if me and Drew were together, we'd be called Drewlian? But we're not.
I don't know why that made me laugh like that, but you know what? Good for you.
If me and Bad Blood were together, we would be called Sunday Sinner. Sunday Sinner and his Black Bottom.
Wow. Will we? I mean, I just gotta know. Will we be sharing a Facebook? Too early? Too soon?
Who cheated?
Too soon.
Unlike Jack Perry, we don't want any cheap shots around here.
Anyway, let's get into this AEW recap.
The All-In card is coming along finally.
Yeah, actually, and it's starting to look really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we started to show off with the Young Bucks versus the Hardys, and believe it or not,
is that what we started off with?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Believe it or not, the fucking link in the tag team match was Matt Hardy, not Jeff.
we started off with the Jericho Appreciation Society, man.
Jump
No,
over?
let's not talk about that fucking clusterfuck of a.
Let's talk.
We already knew
Okay.
everyone was going to leave him.
Let's be clear. If you ever say the words "believe it or not," you have to say it like Jack Palance. Believe it or not.
So we got a Kevin Steen name drop in that segment.
Steen.
Yeah, that was
guy
cool.
used to fight El Generico in PWG.
Yeah. And what does PWG stand for? Pro Wrestling Gorilla.
Pretty white girls.
Pretty white girls.
Yes. Yes. So
Perfect ass
Jericho
white
said,
girl.
Where the white women at?
Apparently, right there. Devon, go there.
and Jericho, Devon,
I didn't
get the
say-
white chick.
I didn't say where the fat white women at. I said where the white
Wow.
women
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's
So
infectious.
next week, Jericho said he's going to give his answer to Don Callis.
Don Callis.
Don, if he's going to join his family or not.
So I think next week, he's not gonna leave the JAS. Next week he's gonna be like, I want my family, and my family is the JAS.
Speaking of PWG, here's the mod.
That was a good reference too. Thank you.
Glad you like that.
I was going to
Wow.
I was going to say PWG stands for Pretty Wet Grip, but I'm glad I didn't. Now that
Drew got the tail in front of him.
DuckTales.
Can
Woo!
you put a piece of towel there, Drew?
Drew likes
So-
the tail hairy.
What I thought was particularly intriguing about
You
this
could floss your
was,
teeth in the middle.
Yes.
was that Cool Hand Ange has not yet given Jericho back that Switchblade comb that he gave him, like Jake Hager gave him the hat. So I was like, is this some sort of a ruse?
I think you're looking a little too deep into it.
No.
You're putting more
Drew-
thought into it than Tony Khan has.
No, Drew is on. That might be true. I think
That
Drew
could
has
be
a point.
possible.
I think Drew has a point because, he said, I liked my hat. Matt Menard was like, I'm out of here. Fuck you. And left. Anna J is no longer Anna JAS. She's just Anna J now.
Ooh.
But all the guys, I mean, even Drew's favorite guy, Daniel Garcia, was all, I'm out of here, and just walked away. He didn't say he quit, he just walked away. So, I mean,
I don't know. It was something that I noticed because in the segment last week when they were doing the announcement for this segment, he said he wasn't going to give him that Switchblade comb yet. And then he never addressed it tonight. So maybe it just is that they forgot. I don't know.
I just like how Jake Hager was like, man, we stormed the Capitol together and everything. But
Wow.
I can't do it anymore. I'm out.
yeah, I should have seen Taekwon's message that the mod had to deny.
God. I want to know what he means by I'm hitting them F's. I don't know what that means. Is that a drug or something?
No, it just means you're hitting bottom and turning them on.
Wow.
I don't know. SS was another name for Nazis,
And
wasn't
Drew's
it?
like, been there before.
Listen,
Drew
I'm
gives
only
Drew
singing
memes to all
Springtime
up in
for
them
Hitler.
guts.
That's it. That is it.
Springtime for Hitler. Where's
Sorry,
your
guys,
your
but
pussy
no.
at, Drew? Get the
It's not
subject
the
changed.
first. It's not the first time Drew made somebody say, "It feels like it's in my stomach."
Yeah, but that's just because he can't cook.
I literally was about to put the straw in my mouth when you said that. So thank you. That's ruining my drink of water, okay?
Mm-hmm. Sure, it's water. You stole Ultimate Hater's cup.
Wow.
All
I
right.
don't give him anything to drink. What are you talking about?
Oh, you do. Give him that protein shake.
I can't fuck with you guys tonight.
Tastes like peanut butter.
No wonder the dogs like you so much.
He's like, it's peanuts, butter, and popcorn. Anyway, let's get back to AEW Dynamite.
Jesus Christ.
Why do I come on this show?
I mean,
You're
you
a
used to come off the
wanted
show. But
peanut butter in your shake. I thought you said penis butter.
oh, you want a nutter butter? Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, the wife ain't gonna find that one funny. All right. Surprise.
This is what he really wanted.
Smooth. Wow.
God.
Yes.
God, flavored seasoned nuts.
First of all, stay out of my cabinets, Drew. I don't need you taking pictures of my food.
Wait.
Flavored with sausage.
Full of nut. Oh my god.
Oh. I'm
So
never
wait.
having peanut butter again.
So Hater got cream pie. Bad Blood, are you jealous?
Somebody got cream pie.
Are you jealous, Bad Blood?
No, not at all.
No.
Drew said, I got your sniper shot.
Oh, we are going very, very off.
Oh shit. Okay. We
Oh,
gotta get off the
Husky said it was him, so
off format here. Yeah, come on. Bring it back. Bring
yeah,
it back.
bring it back in. Bring it back. Bring it back in.
Let's go back to the
Yeah.
show. Back to the show.
Dick jokes for later.
Oh man, Dick don't have no curfew.
Dick ain't no
Available at the Pro Wrestling Roundtable shop.
joke. Dick jokes for later.
This dick jokes for you.
Are we selling cock flavored soup mix now?
Hey, I'll come up with something.
It was.
Oh, you-
You can find all of that shit on our official our official website,
Big
The
Money
Roundtable.
Drew's cock flavored soup.
www.roundtablepod.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God,
Roundtable-
I'm gonna make a Big Money Drew protein shake shirt.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll make that before my fucking Law and Order shirt.
Always bringing up that old shit. Okay.
Why are we bringing up old shit?
Speaking of old shit, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to watch, All In and join the watch party on Discord, go follow us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast at www.twitch.tv/Roundtable Pro Wrestling POD. Go subscribe to be added to the list because in a couple of weeks we're gonna be watching All In.
All right, and guess what? Immediately before the All In pay-per-view, we are going to have something that I've been sitting on besides my ass for quite some time.
I'm gonna be there. You're right.
It is the Trivia Challenge UK edition.
Oh no.
Okay.
shit.
I made this thing months ago, thinking that we were gonna have a UK show come up, and then one came, one passed, and
Oh,
then
damn.
there's a UK edition trivia night just waiting for all the questions about your favorite British wrestlers.
Can we all come in last? Is that possible? 'Cause that may happen.
You can make it a human centipede all you want. Call it Amtrak, some call it the train. You get in when you fit in. But it is UK British wrestling trivia. Tune in, enjoy yourselves, and then watch All In.
Did Tony Khan take over Taekwon's Twitch channel there?
Yes,
I know.
sprinkling some crack on them.
I mean, honestly, dehydrated semen snorted like cocaine.
Damn, Drew, you got all the admirers on this show. Hater,
That's the line,
Taekwon.
Taekwon. You ain't the first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first time you heard
What
that.
did I do to deserve this?
Hey, Austin Gunn posted a video of their entrance and said, insert many men. And to which Nyla Rose replied, you could probably get two in at once if you lay on your side and stretch.
Wow. Wow.
Anyways, so the first match is the Hardys and the Young. Oh my God.
but not before FTR challenges the Young Bucks
What are you
to
doing
the
in
tag
the
team
litter
title
box?
match at Wembley Stadium.
What the hell are you doing in the litter box? So that happened Saturday during SummerSlam.
Yep.
When FTR made the challenge to the Young Bucks.
Doing our
FTR,
dual watch along show.
Young Bucks 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. Is Jeff well in this match?
So, like I was saying earlier, before we got interrupted by the
dick jokes,
love affair between Ultimate Hater and Taekwon. During this match, it was not Jeff Hardy that was the weak link. It was Matt Hardy.
I think it's time for Matt to call it a day on his career.
Nah, man, it's time for him to be version 3.
Well, version whatever he's at right now ain't doing too well.
I think they're bringing the broken stuff back.
Well,
please,
I hope not. But tonight's match, I mean, it was a really good match. Don't get me wrong.
They did some heavy foreshadowing. Somebody who drew a really nice rendition of Broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah,
they showed that twice.
So good. Yeah.
A dilapidated rowboat.
I don't even have the comments. I have clicked onto private chat and I don't even see the comments anymore because I don't even want to. Oh God.
Who clicked on it? Who clicked on? God damn you! Unclick.
Don't click the link. Don't click the link.
Put it back up.
No. Our chat is so toxic.
So what were they? I was on a work call during this match, so I missed most of it. What were they foreshadowing?
The Broken Matt Hardy return because
were they?
Matt was the one that took the pin, I think, right? Matt took the pin.
He was.
Did he get start like teleporting around the ring again?
No, Jesus Christ, let's hope not, because that was like the worst. Like that gimmick worked in WWE because WWE is all fucking hocus pocus.
It worked in Impact.
Thank you. The teleporting was an Impact. That's where the hocus pocus was happening.
And that's also where the little one won a match against. Oh, who the fuck did he beat?
The little one?
The little Maximus. He beat the guy that held the 24/7 title a bunch.
Drake Maverick.
Spud.
Drake Maverick.
Yeah, Spud.
Yeah, Spud.
Yeah, Rockstar Spud.
Rockstar Spud.
I'm sorry, but why is my camera out of focus?
Even your camera don't want to see you.
Yeah.
Wipe the lens clean. Did you get a little?
Just too good looking, Drew.
You got a little bit of that.
The camera can't focus on all that vanilla goodness right there.
He said vanilla goodness.
Yuck. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh, I love the Broken Matt Hardy stuff. I'm sorry, I'm a huge fan of that.
I liked it in Impact. WWE was too watered down, and in AEW it just fell past its point. Well, thank you for clapping for me.
New wrestling fan, you're right. Broken Matt didn't work here at AEW. I mean,
that is true.
It did not work. It didn't work in its iteration of no fans, but it didn't come. I think
what
that is.
It worked in Impact, and that's the originator of no fans.
You know what I mean.
So back when they had the Hardy Compound challenge and Hurricane showed up and like
Gangrel.
I mean that was great. And and when they came back at Mania and won the title, that was a huge pop. And then they changed it from Broken Matt Hardy to Woken Matt Hardy.
Well, that's because Impact is trying to claim ownership.
Koofy on him and all that. He was Koofy. It was just, and then I mean, there was a few backstage segments where he was doing the Broken Matt Hardy thing, and Jeff was like, "It's my brother," and it was funny.
Go woke, go broke.
But it didn't really go anywhere. So for him to bring it back right now, I mean, it's a throwback. It's nostalgia. I think it'll work.
I don't think it will.
But the peak of it was when they.
But everyone still does the delete thing I mean, it's
But that's become
Well, now they
more. Yeah, that's just become more synonymous with Matt Hardy in general than broken
Correct.
anymore.
God damn.
Wow.
I do. You know what I find funny is Matt Hardy and Jeff Jarrett working together, because that was like a major real life fucking heat when Matt left Impact. And I think it was Rebby's the one that outed Jeff for having a DUI.
Wow.
So I when they on Rampage, when they did that spot together in the Battle Royal, I found it kind of funny.
Well, I mean, we discussed it before. And now AEW is actually going to do, and I swear that someone at AEW watches this podcast every week, takes what we decide,
It's
and
me.
they use it, because Drew and I both said this shit from day one, that we thought the CM Punk elite shit was bullshit. And then me and you, Julian, we decided that we knew it was a work, and it was just a matter of time before they worked it. And now the AEW World Tag Team Champions, FTR, who are a part of CM FTR,
Correct.
who are currently challenging for the Trios title this Saturday live
Well,
on Collision.
Well,
They were part of this you hate CM Punk, we hate you thing. And now all the people that are involved in this big clusterfuck of a fight are now all of a sudden wanting to work with each other.
isn't
well,
that
not all of
amazing?
them. Well,
How
here's
did
the
that
thing:
happen?
FTR and the Young Bucks. It's always seemed more like professional animosity against each other more than personal. With CM Punk, it seems more so. FTR and the Young. Okay, Jesse Ventura, we got your conspiracy theories.
Oh, my brother,
That's Devon, not
testify.
that's Devon, not Jesse Ventura.
I could see how you could,
I mean,
confuse the two.
I confuse them all the time. When I run into Devon at meet and greets, I'm like, Jesse, how's that being governor thing going for you?
One's bald and black, and the other one looks a fat white chick.
He's like, hey, where's the fat white chick? Shut up, kid. I was like, I could put a wig on for you, Devon. It's cool.
Wow.
But segregation was kayfabe. Oh my god. He said segregation.
Not according to Cody Rhodes
Yeah, because he ended it.
with the segregation driver.
But yeah, but like even I mean, with everything between FTR and the Young Bucks, because I think it was more professional heat than personal heat. I think if the CM Punk allegedly hatred is real, he allegedly will allegedly. No, it's a personal thing with him, and it's just a professional thing with FTR.
You're using allegedly more than like you're talking
I
about.
kind of wish,
More.
Right, that'll be coming.
as much as
That's what she
I
said.
Just like those
Like-
Johns allegedly come for the women.
as much as I like the idea of Samoa Joe versus CM Punk again,
That's not a pay-per-view match.
I mean, honestly, it's not like it's not a pay-per-view
what the
match.
fuck was that?
What was that?
I thought you were looking at your cat.
I heard it. I thought it sounded like a little kid saying "ow."
That was not from my end. Whatever.
I don't
sound
know.
like.
Was that Ultimate Hater? Was that Ultimate
He's like, Hitler's like, let me out of fucking dog. Let me dog kennel.
This milkshake melted.
He's like, you brought all the boys to the yard.
Oh God! No,
God
that was my
damn it, you stole my joke.
naturally it was just my
shit.
cat knocking down the bike. But so
Yeah. Who got that? Here's your pussy. All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Drew.
So as much as I like the idea of Samoa Joe, it's I feel like they already finished that. It felt like they would just randomly put it in. What I would have liked,
Nostalgia act. Nostalgia
Yes.
act.
what I would have liked,
Thank you, River City Radio.
oh, thank you,
Thanks for the rain,
was
my friend.
for next week, Kenny Omega is supposed to have a sit down with JR. What a sellout moment for All In would have been Kenny Omega versus CM Punk.
Thank you, Ginger Ninja Jack.
Thanks for following us there, buddy.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be great.
But of course, now they're not gonna not deliver with
CM Punk
Samoa
calling
Joe.
himself the real true
I am
champion.
thorny.
It
for
would
following us,
definitely
Anthony.
throw CM Punk in the mix with Kenny Omega. Would be that kind of like stepping stones to the, to the ultimate confrontation with him and MJF.
Right, because you've already got FTR and the Bucks on that show.
Mhm.
Then you can get CM Punk and Kenny on that show.
Yep.
You could do the trios at All Out.
Or if you're smart, you drop the trios titles to CM Punk and CM FTR, have them defend the trios titles the night before All In, and lose them to the Bucks and Kenny, which will start a whole feud between those three again.
Here's the thing with Joe and Punk for All In.
Nice to see you, Will. Thanks for following us, my friend. Go follow, like, and subscribe us. Subscribe for opportunity to watch All In with us.
So let's go back to the beginning of that with the Samoa Joe and CM Punk. The match would mean more if Samoa Joe hadn't already finally got that loss to Punk on Collision. Because the whole buildup to them was Punk had never been able to beat Joe.
Yeah.
So now that Punk has beat Joe, there's nothing really going into All Out or All In that makes that match worth it.
It just feels like a match to put on.
Right.
And
I hate to say it I hate to say it, but at this point, Joe is not at that level.
He's not the Joe that he was.
No.
And I mean, so this is kind of synonymous with AEW. AEW puts on good fantasy match. It's like there's a fantasy booker who's putting together matches that people have always wanted to see. However, there's not necessarily enough story behind it, or there's history, but it's like history, and it's not as compelling as it was maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever.
Right.
However, but you are still getting CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. If you love this in the past, here's a chance for you to see it once again. If you ever want to see FTR versus the Bucks, fantasy booking match. Okay, guys, here you go. Not a lot of story behind it. It's just like a natural progression.
Here's the thing, though. Like, we haven't seen FTR versus the Bucks in, 2 years now?
Correct.
Joe and Punk we just saw a few weeks ago.
Correct.
I mean, if you really want to sell tickets to Wembley Stadium, besides the one Tony Khan bought, the 79,000 that Tony Khan bought himself. I mean, if you really want to sell those tickets, you got to put Punk in there with a main eventer or someone that has a lot of momentum behind him right now.
Well, but remember,
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot real quick.
Like Jeff.
I'm gonna shoot with some serious shit, guys. Some real shit.
Punk in there with the main eventer because your main event is MJF versus Adam Cole.
Well, no, but put him in there with a major star like Jeff Jarrett.
Let's rewind this for a second and let's just fucking be real. CM Punk isn't ready for Kenny Omega.
No.
Like I hate to be the guy who says that because I love CM Punk. He is not ready for Kenny Omega. Okay, Kenny Omega has been in these high-profile fucking heater matches with Will Ospreay matches. CM Punk is not ready for that. CM Punk barely had a good match with Ricky Starks.
The CM Punk that returned is definitely a step slower than the CM Punk that left.
The CM Punk that returned was the nostalgic. We've been waiting 7 years. This is the guy that we love. The pipe bomb, the this, the that, the Summer of Punk 2, CM Punk that everyone was clamoring to come back to the ring. And that's what they got.
Yes.
Now, was he the CM Punk who could perform in the ring like he did with Samoa Joe back in the day when he had blonde hair? No. But he's that cult of personality, much like his song, that everybody just wanted to see. They wanted him to come back. They wanted him to grab the mic. They wanted him to shit on people. They wanted him to, do Pipe Bomb Part 2, Pipe Bomb
Controversy.
Part 3, and all this. And are you kind of getting that? Yeah. I mean, it's almost like Punk's run is going to be like the last run of Hollywood Hogan. And I'm not comparing Hollywood Hogan to CM Punk, but what I'm saying
That
is,
don't work for me, brother.
what I'm saying is, like, he is here to put over younger talent and to work with kids, no matter how much, it makes him tired or sick. That is his role. So he's there to create controversy. He's there to create cash. He's there to bring eyes to the product. And that is what he's doing. And so, mission accomplished. And he got an office job. So
Here's the thing with Punk. Punk's entire career, I would say he's been 70% mic, 30% in ring. He's not bad in the ring, but he's much better on the mic.
I would
And
go 60-40 with that, honestly.
Maybe 60-40. I think today
60-40.
it's 70-30. Even though, he had an off night that week with Ricky Starks, where he brought out the title and declared himself the real world champion. He had an off night promo wise that night. He was not the CM Punk we're used to on the mic. But Punk's biggest appeal has always been he can talk. And Punk knows how to talk to the fans to make them feel like they're on the same level as him. I mean, he's the man fighting the machine, which
Correct.
fans can relate to. It's like back in the day, why was Roseanne's show so popular? Because it was
I have no idea.
It was that white collar family, and people could relate to it. It wasn't like fucking Leave It to Beaver.
Not me.
Well,
you need to pick a better example.
different strokes.
I watched the.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And Hater is right. Punk doesn't
the
lose
Willis
viewers.
show?
Kenny Omega does. You're not telling lies, bro. Real shit. We all agree that Dynamite is the B show and Collision
my
is the A
God.
show. I mean, tell me what I'm telling lies. Because Collision has every fucking week have banger after banger after banger.
You know what?
I thought I was watching porn because I see all this banging going on.
You know what? And I agree with you, but Dynamite was the same way when they came out, when they first started.
Right.
Every week was banger after banger after banger. But at some point, and remember, AEW was hot-shotting the shit out of just, oh my God, it's so-and-so. Oh my God, it's so-and-so. Oh, we've always dreamed of so-and-so. At some point, you're going to run out of gas from the hot-shotting, and you're just going to have a regular-ass roster facing your same old roster, and you're going to have to make compelling stories. I'm not saying that they can't, and that's fine.
Right.
But what I'm saying is Collision heading into All In has come at a perfect time because they've set up some really good matches and they've set up some really good feuds. And that's going to go on for a while. Now I got to admit, we all loved and enjoyed seeing the New Day versus the Usos when they had their first few matches. But how many times are you going to do the Bucks versus FTR?
Right.
That's right. This is the third time, and that's it.
So
After that, there's nothing else to do.
Here's the thing. It kind of reminds me of back in like 2003, 2004, where Raw was considered the A show, but SmackDown was putting on the much better show.
Correct.
And that's kind of how this is. With Dynamite's considered the A show, I think Tony Khan is more hands-on with Dynamite and kind of lets Punk run things for Collision. And so I think it's kind of that same dynamic.
Yep.
But he should give Punk a stab at Dynamite then.
Yeah, I'm sure Kenny would enjoy that.
No.
But Dynamite is the storyline show. Collision's the good wrestling show.
I mean, Collision right now is your hot shot show. They're going to hit their stride. They're going to get their storylines and whatever. But I think for going into All In, Collision is what AEW needed to fill out like the second half of that card, because they're gonna have to blow it out in order for this to be like their significt event.
So let me tell you this.
Taekwon's got a good point.
Hold on, before I read Taekwon's point. Head to head with WWE SummerSlam this last Saturday on TNT. Fucking AEW Collision did 417,000 views.
Okay,
against
more people than I thought.
Against a WWE premium live event, one of the big four. So they're down 43.6% from the previous week, and they had the lowest audience in total for like all of Collision, but still, SummerSlam.
They still showed up.
SummerSlam. They fucking competed with fucking SummerSlam. They didn't do great. They didn't do bad numbers. They didn't do astronomical fucking million fucking people watching. They did almost 500,000 probably. But the point is, 417,000 people viewed that show against a paper.
So once again, I would take that 417,000 and I would compare it to any other WCW Saturday Night show, because that's the spot they're in. That's literally the spot they're in. And so if you can do better than WCW Saturday Night, you're doing okay. And especially if you're going head to head with a WWE premium live event, where I saw this picture of a guy at SummerSlam watching CM Punk on his cell phone. You know, these are wrestling fans. You know, they want it all. They want everything. And so, you know, there you go. So good for them.
Yeah.
So last week they did 739,000 views on AEW Collision. That was July 29th. So the following Saturday, and Dave Meltzer is all like, "Oh yeah, they fucking took a nosedive." Let me tell you guys something. AEW Collision was going up against a fucking UFC.
Yep.
Going up against a fucking fight. Jake Paul versus whatever, Nate Diaz, and SummerSlam.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit going that weekend. But you know what? And here's the other thing. I don't know how many wrestling fans out there are like us and have like two screens going at the same time. We'll be watching both at the same time.
We did.
And like your attention is going to be back and forth because who's hot shotting what, who's doing what. Some people only have one TV. So they're going to pay for that UFC pay-per-view, and they're going to pay for the UFC pay-per-view. They're going to I mean, I don't know who's like buying SummerSlam on pay-per-view. That's ridiculous. But if you're on Peacock, you're going to watch Peacock. You know, you can watch. The thing is, with the way streaming goes now, you can watch both events, not necessarily at the same time, but you can watch both events. You can watch all three events. And so later on, the number's going to come out, and they're going to go to the DVR numbers and the replay numbers and this and this. And at the end of the day, if you are a fan of combat sports, you're winning. It's like if your wife cooks and your side chick cooks, not that I have one, and like the chick around the corner washes your car, you might catch some flack, but at the end of the day, you got a meal, you got a clean house, and you got a clean car.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't really care about ratings at the end of the day anyway.
No,
Just,
ratings. Wrestling fans put more emphasis on ratings than the actual companies do. Because
as long as they come in above Xena, you know, they're good to go.
Don't you dare disparage the name of the Warrior Princess.
Oh, Jesus. China?
Hey, man, look, that was a Saturday afternoon staple. You couldn't fuck with Xena Warrior Princess. Worst time slot ever, but that show did fucking gangbuster numbers.
Bangers.
So let's get back to Dynamite because it wasn't so bad. 4 matches, very storyline driven. We got the JAS thing going next week. They're building up next week. We had MJF and Adam Cole in the ring doing a special interview. My only problem with MJF and Adam Cole doing this promo, doing this thing is they're challenging for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team belts. So they basically just regulated the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts to a fucking the pre-show, the buy-in.
Well,
Like basically they're saying the tag belts, they're doing the WWE version of the championship match where the 2 guys that are facing each other win the tag team titles, but they didn't want to take the AEW tag team titles off. I almost forgot Aussie, and like even in our group chat, I'm like, who are the Ring of Honor tag champs? I forgot Aussie Open were the champs.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to address this right quick. Ratings pay the bills, though, with advertising. That is true, but you got to look with TBS, TNT, the stations AEW's on. What other content do they have to offer? Both channels only show pretty much. They don't have original content.
Movies from men that like movies.
Except for sports, because TNT does do the NBA.
Yeah, they got NBA.
Right.
And they got hockey now.
And TBS does baseball.
Yeah, they have the Braves baseball.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing, like AEW's cheap programming. I know.
Them Nielsen's got cheaper.
Jesus.
That's Seinfeld reruns, Nielsen.
AEW's cheap programming for Turner.
Correct.
Compared to trying to do original programming. If AEW wasn't on at that time, they would have Seinfeld reruns in those slots.
Yeah.
And those
Big
ain't
Bang
drawn.
Theory.
Yeah, Big
Law
Bang
and
Theory. No, that's USA. God, get your channels correct, Bad Blood. Jesus.
Suits.
Suits.
I'm sorry.
But so and they wouldn't. I mean, reruns do not get the same kind of revenue as original run shows do.
Correct.
With advertising, even no matter what the ratings are, original runs get more money than reruns.
But you know what? You got to remember that Turner historically was not a fan of not Ted Turner, but the Turner Network was not a fan of professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like they considered wrestling fans like
lowbrow,
like fucking monster truck fans.
Right. Rotating fans.
And wrestling was like a holdover to the next stage of whatever program was coming next. It wasn't until WCW got really, really popular that they started like seeing the value of the product. But still, the value of the product was leading into fucking Robin Hood, or other shows like that. And that's what they were using it for, because they wanted it to bring eyes to their new products or some of their original stuff, like Robin Hood, which nobody fucking watched.
All right, I watched it.
You must be one of the few. I could not tell you an episode, but like as of right now, they do recognize the value of AEW to an extent, but
here's the thing:
they're not hyping it up like their other shows.
Here's the difference with WCW. They were losing money because they own the company. With AEW, they're not losing that money because they don't own the company.
The broadcasting company is what he means.
Yeah, but they're losing money because they're paying them.
But they're also bringing in ratings, though. So here's the thing people don't get. Everyone talks about WCW's ratings at the end. WCW was still the highest rated programs.
Yes, it was.
On TNT and TBS.
Yes, it was.
When they got dropped. It was because AOL did not want wrestling on Turner.
Correct.
Once Turner was out as the guy making decisions, that was the death of WCW. It wasn't all these other issues people claim like bad booking and all that, because they still had good ratings, especially for the channel they were on. It is more Ted Turner was out and the new guy did not want wrestling on his channel.
Correct.
All in all, that does make sense, and I agree with you guys both, to be honest with you. But let's go SWAT cats. But let's go back to the formula that AEW is doing by putting the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles on the pre-show, the buy-in. And Tony Khan is saying that this is going to be the biggest wrestling show in the history of wrestling. I mean, gate-wise, maybe.
Well, okay.
Outside of
all right. So
Collision
look
Korea.
at it like this: you're putting on your biggest show in England, and in your pre-show, you've got a British tag team defending the Ring of Honor titles.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't that populate the arena earlier than
I think
maybe
that's what
if you're
they're going
doing
for.
like a
Yeah.
Slim Jim Battle Royal?
Mhm.
Sorry, like you know,
They're going to build more. They're going to sell more, put more asses in the seats by putting
Correct.
2 high-profile guys, the guys in your fucking
so now
main
when people
show,
take-
main event.
So now when people take pictures before the actual show, they can't say, look at all those
Oh, wow.
empty. This company's
Look at
going out of
this.
business.
Collision came in 3rd for TV ratings on Saturday. It was College World Series 1st and the UFC 2nd.
People
Well,
watch the
fuck.
fucking College World Series.
Hell
It-
yeah. Are you kidding
It's on
me?
at Nike all day, bro. It's on at Nike
Dude,
all day.
come on. I've got coworkers who kids are like playing in that shit.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yes, it's fucking. Hey, you know what? And don't sleep on college women's fucking fast pitch softball either. That shit's fucking.
I don't-
Oh, yeah.
I don't sleep on
we
college
got a
women
girl
at all.
that's a Nike sponsored athlete, something Arono or something like that. I can't think of her fucking name is. She's black and German, and yeah, when she's on the screen, like 10,000, 100,000s of people are watching this softball game, and I'm like, it's fucking softball,
Because everybody loves that German chocolate cake, baby.
bro. God damn you, Julian. Anyway, what I'm saying is that really is a good way to bring in some fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
it gets
feel
your
women
ROH
versus-
tag team champions on the card.
on the pre-show. And they're
You
trying to
gotta
put
think,
all
man.
these. They're trying to put all these British athletes on the show.
Because I mean, honestly, let's be honest. What other tag teams does Ring of Honor have right now?
The Kingdom.
Well, they'll be involved.
The mogul affiliates.
Oh, jeez.
Let's not talk about this. I was going to try to skip that today. Now we got Sting, Darby Allin versus.
It'll be Sting, Nick Wayne, and Darby Allin versus.
No. It's just Sting and Darby Allin in a
Swerve.
casket match against Swerve
Oh, God.
and fucking AR
AR
Fox. So my question is this: what the
Can't
fuck
put a
does
black
Sting
man
got
in
to
a
do with
casket.
this? What the
'Cause
fuck
he's-
does Sting got to do with this?
Nothing.
Darby's
Darby
dad-
Allin called him and said, I have a friend too.
It's
Why did
Darby's
he
dad.
get
And
Nick
then, the light-
Wayne?
and then the lights went out for a real long time while Sting kind of.
And beat the whole mogul affiliates up. But why did he call Nick Wayne? They attacked Nick Wayne at his fucking house. Broke
First
his
of all,
daddy's shit. Why not
first of
put
all-
Nick Wayne in that match?
are you going to call Nick Wayne or are you going to call Sting?
I mean, honestly, I call Nick Wayne because Sting can't work right now. Sting
Shut
can't
your
put on
mouth.
tights. He's coming in motherfucking black jeans and fucking.
Sting had on like a nice satin jacket that he got from that steak place in Tokyo. I'm kidding. He didn't.
Hey, Taekwon's comment. Sting is a 60-plus-year-old white man. Does he need a reason to fight minorities? Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, those are Taekwon's comments. His comments alone.
in
They do not
white
reflect those of the
face
Roundtable Pro
ain't
Wrestling
that.
Podcast Network.
I just want to see Swerve come out with a plastic folding chair.
That, you know what? You probably called it. That's probably going to happen. And
Probably.
it's going to be
probably gonna
funny, but whatever.
But a match like that should happen on Dynamite or Rampage. It shouldn't happen in Wembley Stadium.
No, I
people wouldn't get it.
disagree. I disagree.
This is your
with
biggest. This is your biggest
But-
fucking show ever.
The Brits will be like,
on,
what kind of buggery is this?
No,
you're putting on some bullshit
hey,
matches like that.
that. No, that ain't a bullshit match for England. Let me tell you why.
Because they hate black people?
Because- Well, besides hating black people, I mean, don't we all a little bit? Now, Sting. One thing about England, they love legends.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Daddy, Haystack Calhoun. Those guys wrestled when they could barely walk anymore and still sold out arenas just because fans just wanted that name value.
Well,
So you
shit, people
put
went to Ric
Sting-
Flair's final match too. Doesn't mean it was good.
No, it doesn't have to be good though. It just has to get the England crowd's gonna pop for Sting. Sting could walk in the ring, drop his pants, and fart in a microphone, and the crowd in England's gonna pop for it.
I'd pop for that. I mean, shit.
Well, you have a fetish.
Like Sting.
But that's this match is booked for those live fans more than the pay-per-view audience.
Sure.
Especially because England hasn't seen Sting over there wrestling in over a decade.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with CM Punk being a draw in England because fans have not seen him over there since he left WWE.
Okay, so I can understand. Like, okay,
They
so
haven't
let me
released
get this.
either.
Let me get this straight. Let me reiterate what I'm trying to say and say it right. I know why they booked the match for name value, but AEW has always been the company that provides action,
You're gonna get
excitement.
action.
You're gonna have 60-plus-year-old Sting.
Hey, he's gonna jump off something. I guarantee it.
Please, oh God, no, Sting.
He's gonna jump off something. That's what Sting does.
Lex
Sting
Luger
comes,
captain.
he no-sells something, he pounds
Right.
his chest, and he jumps off something.
I mean,
And
I
then
guess it's like
Darby
The
does all the
Undertaker.
work. Darby does all the work.
But then why not
Darby
make it a
does
6-man
it.
tag team match and put Prince Nana in there or some shit with them, or
Don't
you
do
know,
that. Don't do that.
yeah, but somebody and make it a 6-man tag team match. That way you can have Swerve if you do his match with fucking Swerve have his issue with Darby. You can have Swerve and fucking Nick Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Me and Julian are in a feud. We've been beating each other's ass all over the country.
I knew
So
it.
in the biggest show of the year, they booked me versus you and Drew versus and Drew versus Julian. How does that make any fucking sense?
Because black on black crime is wrong.
You got a point there.
Okay, facts. Okay, facts.
Don't be a statistic, you two.
Got a good point there.
I
I'm trying
really
to-
think it's just the crowd is going to pop for Sting.
Oh,
so they
yeah.
have Sting in the match.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's an England crowd is totally different from an American crowd. We're spoiled over
they
here.
drive on the wrong side of the street.
We're seeing
Trio.
too. We're
What the hell? Is Jimmy Snook on top of your cabinet about to jump off?
Pip,
Ultimate
Trio.
hater. Oh.
this motherfucker.
Oh, look at that.
said this
Gentry.
motherfucker.
No,
This
we're
motherfucker is trying to get it.
She's like, huh? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
right. She's like, you
What
must
are you
come with a
talking
different
about?
cat.
Can't be talking about me.
Does she chase like if a bug gets in the house? Does she fucking go crazy? My
That's what they're
cat-
doing right now,
That's what my cat does all the fucking time.
and it's going to destroy the fucking house.
My cat just lays on my bed like, fuck you, I'm here.
Yeah, I wish mine were like that.
My cat lays in the bed is like, give it to me, Big Daddy.
Wow. Wow.
That's why you
Pieces of
married
shit.
her.
Keep making me forget what I was going to say. So I don't know what I was going to say.
But yeah, so England and America is different because in America we're used. I mean, we got the
I
indies
remember now.
where every week you can see some fucking washed up has been at your local gymnasium.
Wow.
They don't have
The
that
UK has indies too.
But they don't have American people coming over to the indies as regularly as we have it.
Fucking Simon Brutus Beefcake, baby.
Like I can go fucking a town over and see fucking Party Marty Jannetty versus Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake in an hour-long Iron Man match.
But why would
You
Okay,
don't get to
first
see that
off-
in England.
First off, how
Well, why
cooked up
would
are they
you?
to have an Iron Man match for an hour? Secondly, are they just sitting on each
Hey.
other's fucking chairs,
Hey,
slapping
I
each
think
other?
at best that'll be an aluminum man match.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
after the first 5 minutes, they're both passed out, and the ref just keeps counting them both out for the next
They
hour.
just fall asleep in the ring.
Right. Right. Then fucking Brutus Beefcake's wife comes in with her big ass titties,
What this
rubs him in his face, and he's like, "I'm back."
what this year, I would say a little over, well, no, it's been about a year since Clash to Castle last year, right? That was like September, October.
Thought that was Malice at the Palace.
Pay-per-views
You mean
out of the United States just look better on pay-per-view than pay-per-views in the United States.
Oh yeah.
You know, Clash at the Castle, major reaction for Drew McIntyre, for the European people, for Gunther and Sheamus.
And even some boxer guy coming out singing some fucking bullshit song when
Right.
Drew McIntyre still loses.
Puerto
Hey,
Rico earlier this year.
McIntyre got the fucking Lex Luger treatment. He lost the match, but they gave him a big celebration.
Hey, Puerto Rico is for Cody, man.
Oh yeah.
Puerto Rico
And
is
Bad
inside the
Bunny.
United States. God damn it.
Taekwon, do not fucking tempt me because I will book that match WrestleMania weekend.
That shit looks good to me.
So England is going to be, we're going to get all of the people that we think are the biggest stars, and we're going to put them on the show because that's what
Correct.
that's why Sting is in the match. That's why probably Samoa, they want everyone to chant Joe, Joe, Joe. So Samoa Joe is going to be on the show because everyone loves him.
Here's it like
How
fucking.
come we can't get Squire Dave Taylor?
Well, maybe we can give it time. We don't know that yet. No, he's still alive. I think he's a coach actually at the Performance Center.
He just retired.
But it's like Paige's dad still fucking wrestles and draws.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like
wow.
that's
I
how
know
the UK they just love fucking the old school legends. You could probably book a show just full of fucking veterans that could barely walk, and it could sell out Wembley Stadium.
Iron Sheik?
Get RVD back because he did pretty damn good tonight.
Oh, he did. Absolutely. You could have fucking
You should bring
RVD.
Dave Finley in.
You can have fucking RVD and Sabu taking on the fucking pit bulls, and the crowd's going to eat it up.
There's only one pit bull.
That's fine. You could dig up the other one. The crowd's still going to be in line to get his autograph.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Gary Wolf, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm not the only one who invoked a dead wrestler. I feel better now.
I think Finley's still with WWE, isn't he?
Finley's still alive, yes.
I think he's with WWE still as a coach,
Yes.
so he ain't gonna show up.
So
Great.
hey,
Big Daddy.
speaking of booking RVD, RVD faced this guy who's like your FTW champion.
How are we only on the second match?
And
Hollywood Jack Perry.
Hollywood Jack.
Whatever. And the referee ended up taking a
bump.
taking a bump here. And
Oh, the way that chair landed though after the fucking rep bump
Oh,
was
that
fucking
ruled.
perfect. How it just landed on the ropes perfectly.
And it was really funny when RVD did the spinning leg drop off the ring apron onto that
That looked
bitch ass
gnarly.
who was hanging over the
Barricade.
ring guard, or whatever. I have a video of Rob Van Dam doing that to somebody else in PCW, probably a couple years ago. So it's like it's one of his just catalog spots there.
Oh yeah.
And we all know Rob Van Dam was going to win tonight. So
I mean,
that
he didn't win, but okay.
that old what's his name kept his title, and
you know what
he's going to end up facing Taz at some point.
he was definitely wearing Jerry Lynn's tights because those are not.
Yeah, that was my next thing.
Those are not fit
Excalibur
him.
made reference to it several times.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but he was he's got tights that match Jerry Lynn's. No, those were Jerry Lynn's tights because they did not fit Jungle Boy at all.
No.
Yeah, I mean that match was good for. I like how they said FTW rules. Like they're getting around saying ECW rules by calling it FTW rules.
Sure.
But everyone knows what they're doing. But yeah, so
I've got to say this is the first time that I've seen the FTW title defended this many times. This often.
Yeah, I mean, but who? I mean, they could get Rhino. I guess Rhino's still working. He could come in.
Nobody wants Rhino to come to a show.
Isn't Rhino like one half of tag team champions with the legend Heath Slater?
I don't know if they're
No,
still.
They were.
I don't know if they still are or not.
They're not Impact
I don't
Tag
think
Champions
so.
anymore.
That was like 2 years
Okay.
ago.
Isn't that
that's
Chris
championship
Bay
record.
and
Oh yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Bay
the
and
Bullet Club.
Ace
the
Austin?
other Bullet Club, the Pew Pew guys.
Pew 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 pew.
Gang. Get Justin
It's just incredible. I mean,
Jesus
if he
Christ.
shows up.
He could roll. He'd roll
Is he
down to
still
the
alive?
ring instead of walk. Yeah,
Could
barely.
Bret
Shane
Hart make an
Douglas.
appearance?
Get Shane Douglas.
Shane.
No.
Oh God.
Is Bret doing like a legend thing with WWE right now?
Yeah, he's under a
legendary
legend
contract.
deal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They signed him after he made that AEW appearance. They're
So he wouldn't go
let's
back
get
and be
you back on
FTR's
the
manager.
contract. Right.
Yeah, he's under contract for another 40 years.
I can see fucking Justin Credible telling Tony Khan he needs a deposit and then no showing. That's typical Justin Credible. Did I ever tell you? I'll
I'll
tell
be
you.
back. Sorry.
Did I ever tell you I fucking drove to Connecticut and bailed Justin Credible out of jail years ago?
Why?
Because-
Why'd you bail him out of jail?
We were working together at the time and fucking
That's not good enough reason.
we were cool and I was cool with his wife and his
That's like
wife
a-
called me crying and
What was he in jail for?
beating up his wife. But she called me crying to get him out, and then he got arrested again 2 weeks later for the same
Same
thing.
thing.
Yeah. So I was part of it. They're doing a documentary. I was a producer on the documentary about him that never fucking got finished.
Well, this is the most fucked up thing I've heard tonight.
Oh wow.
3 of you
Oh.
guys have invoked dead wrestlers
Ooh.
now.
Masato Tanaka, bring him in. He can still go.
Okay, let me tell you about Masato Tanaka. That fucking guy is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in New Japan Dojo, he was one of the guys that were there. Did a match with him at the New Japan Dojo in Los Angeles, and he knocked my tooth out with a right elbow.
Damn it.
He's the one that told me, strong style, the art of making it look real. I was like, oh.
So he knocked your tooth out.
Let me grab
Well,
that. for you.
I punched him. I gave him a good one.
Here's that name you dropped, Bad Blood. I picked it up for you.
Yeah. I didn't bill him out of jail though, so it's all good.
Hey, give it time. Tokyo's a farther drive than Connecticut.
That would be
is.
that would be great to have him there, but he was never the FGW champion.
No. Well, no, neither is RVD. Taz and Sabu were the only ones that were FTW champion.
Yeah, but RVD fought him for the FGW title a lot.
Well, then bring Bam Bam Bigelow in.
Well, there we go, number 4.
Bad boogaloo.
Boogaloo. Or bring
That's
Bronson
why
Reed. Bronson Reed.
That's
would
why he
have been-
eats stuffed bell peppers.
Well, at least it ain't the bell head this time.
Hi-yo.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm sure this is gonna lead. I don't know if it'll lead to Taz versus Jack Perry. I don't think
Hopefully
Taz
not.
is gonna get in the ring. Taz can't get in the ring. I don't want to see Taz in a fucking singlet. That's for sure.
I don't want to see
I don't
Taz
want to
get
see him
hurt.
in a doublet.
No.
I don't want to see Taz get hurt. Maybe
No.
this is going to lead to another rematch between him and
Hook.
Hook.
Most likely that's where it's going.
Because
Hook ain't been around lately.
Let's be honest.
Back.
The biggest star from ECW that can still go is Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
So you've already fucking blown the load on that one if you plan on him wrestling ECW guys.
Well, don't
Yeah, too
Tommy
bad
Dreamer
Matt
and Bully Ray still wrestle?
I didn't say that still wrestle. I said that can still work. There's a difference.
Good point. Good point.
No one's breaking down the fucking doors to see Tommy Dreamer fucking wrestling in AEW again.
They won't bring Tommy Dreamer in for the simple fact that he had that issue with the Ric Flair thing.
First of all, comparing Ray
Wait,
to
how
the
does
haircut.
wait? How does he have an issue with the Ric Flair thing when it's fucking Ric Flair's thing?
Hey,
Because he was going around like, it's just a little
Hey.
rape, it's okay.
hey, in a country,
People were like, whoa, hold the fuck up there.
That's like
Tommy
if Sinner
Dreamer.
had herpes, you're like, it's just a bump on his dick. And they're like, Bad Blood's an asshole. That's some bullshit.
hey, no. Here's the thing. In a country where you cannot compare rape to your bad haircut is not a country I want to live in. Forgive Tommy Dreamer.
That is.
He's like, oh, that stewardess was offended by being sexually assaulted by Ric Flair. Some people are offended by my hair. Doesn't make it wrong. Like, what? What are you talking about, Tommy? No.
Exactly.
I can't get behind that. That's just. him getting heat for him getting more him getting heat for that statement, and Ric Flair's still like, "Woo, get car shield, get the insurance for your vehicle, woo, buy the North Carolina State Lottery, woo, get the Ric Flair drip, smoke all the weed you want, woo." And Tommy Dreamer's like, "Hey Rick, hey man, can you put me in a commercial?"
Right, something.
Toss a little something my way. He's like, "Woo, no."
That's probably what fucking happened too, to be honest with you.
He's like, "You're not the Mexican banging my daughter." No.
Wow.
I call him son-in-law now.
But you are right about that.
Sexual. Can you burger bear? What?
Bro, like he's telling no lies right there.
We're gonna lose all the new followers we gained tonight.
I just can't right now.
I said double pickles on my goddamn Big Mac.
Dude, Taekwon is telling no lies right there, because
Hey,
there's some people who are like, "Motherfucker, he put garlic aioli on there when I said I wanted Buffalo Ranch." Oh, that rape thing? Sorry.
Hey, Rick, put that stewardess boob down. Come here. This guy messed up my order.
Fucking, they made a cartoon about him doing the helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on. But that's okay. That's okay.
Just don't compare it to your hair.
WWE with him fucking a bear. Like, that's okay. But fucking
Tommy Dreamer comparing it to his hair.
Obviously,
Tommy Dreamer going, that's wrong. Come on, man.
Obviously, the real problem was the woman speaking up. If she just
this whole thing,
if she just kept her mouth shut and
Tommy
just
admitted that she wanted to be with the nature boy,
then Tommy Dreamer would have never got in trouble.
I don't mean this, by the way.
20
Please
years
don't cancel me.
Oh, I'm clipping that segment.
Oh, great.
Put it on Twitter.
Drew said
women should just shut their mouths.
I'm boycotting his academy right now.
I was going to enroll in the Big Money Academy, but not now.
Not now. That's beneath me.
Let's see. Who else?
Shit, they're doing Power Slap again?
Oh, God.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that was tonight.
I didn't know that was still a thing.
Drew's like, gotta go.
I thought after fucking Dana White power slapped his
Anyway,
wife,
let's
like,
get to the
that's
main event of this fucking show. The AEW Women's World Championship. Hikaru Shida, who scored the upset win last week to become the Women's World Champion, will now have to face three other women at the pay-per-view to defend her championship if she can defend the title and keep it against Anna Jay tonight.
That pretty much sounds like a barbecue at my house.
But I didn't get to give my theory on what Roddy
Van Dam?
What Roddy Strong's gonna do at All In with MJF and Adam Cole. That
Oh,
I
that-
completely
oh,
came up
yes.
on my own.
Not a
It's
damn-
that?
totally his idea. Totally.
Let's save this to the end because I've read it already and I kind of agree with what you're saying.
I'm glad you read my tweet on Drew's account.
Okay. Anna Jay didn't look half bad tonight.
No, she didn't. She didn't look half good either, but she didn't look half bad.
This was certainly better than a WWE Women's Championship match. This was certainly better than a WWE Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler match.
Shut your dirty whore
I
mouth.
thought that was a good match.
It was better than any fucking Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Yeah, you got a point there.
Fucking a vasectomy without fucking any type of sedation is better than a Raquel Rodriguez. match.
But you know what the argument here is? You're still
Like,
getting
cut my balls.
not having any more kids to deal with. So
It's a win-win.
it's a win-win.
So
It's like
The
two
match was
Koreans.
okay.
It's a win-win.
the match is okay. I don't like some of the bracketing. Like you got Britt Baker versus who the fuck is she wrestling?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Britt Baker. So obviously, she's going to be in it.
Right.
Soraya's gonna be Sky Blue
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
God, why?
because she's going to the UK. And Hikaru Shida retained the championship tonight. So
She did.
we're gonna have this is what we're gonna see Hikaru Shida versus Saraya versus
Britt Baker
versus
Tony Storm.
Tony Storm.
I mean, the first look at the bracket, you already knew that's what it was going to be.
You got Tony Storm and you got Saraya from the UK. So,
and you technically all knew that was going to happen anyway.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Of course,
because I told you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I
Come on,
told you.
Drew.
So that match is going to happen. Wow. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this one on there. God damn.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Is it?
That was the last one.
Wow. Okay then. I mean, I would too, but that's
Do you, bro?
I mean, that's just in general.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Anyway,
rough, if you know what I mean.
I just think that
Speaking of
four-way,
sucking
it's already tailor fit for either Saraya or Tony Storm to win the championship again. And I think it's going to be Saraya because you want her to win the championship in her own country. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's going to happen.
I'm trying to see.
But let's talk about this Roddy Strong, MJF, Adam Cole love triangle that's going on. Drew,
Give us your theory, Senator.
1 second, I got to look it up on Twitter.
Hi-yo.
I mean, because I put my notes on on X.
Okay, Drew, what are your thoughts?
Yes. All right. So I figured this out tonight because of something that Phil Lindsay tweeted.
Well, here's the thing. I'll take it over from here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of every crowd that gets to experience a BCC entrance live. I would go to every Dynamite. Oh, wait, wrong tweet. Never mind. Go ahead, Drew. Go
You're
ahead.
such a prick.
Go ahead.
But that is factual, though.
Go ahead with
That is
my
factual.
theory, Drew.
So tonight, Phil tweeted something like trying to get MJF to wrestle twice on the same show, and it hit me that ever since MJF paired with Adam Cole, he's been wrestling way fucking more than he ever has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the bunny that's taking on Britt Baker, by the way.
Yeah, so like I said,
It was burning. It was fucking bothering me. I had to look it up.
What's the matter? Is burning?
So
You're agreeing
what's
for that.
probably gonna happen now that Kingdom is getting involved with Roddy? Roddy's wearing this neck brace, and he's been wearing this neck brace probably about 4 weeks longer than he should have, at least, because that happened months ago. So I'm thinking that this is all a ruse. Cole's in on it
You say?
this entire time. And what the long game here is for Cole is to weaken MJF to the point where they get to All In. What's going to happen is this tag match at 0 Hour. That's going to go with the Kingdom interfering, so that this way MJF and Cole lose. They're all going to be really upset. Cole's going to be really upset about it. And then what's going to happen is in the main event, Roddy is going to interfere. Do some sort of ref spot, whatever. And what's going to happen is Roddy's going to distract MJF by ripping off the neck brace that he hadn't needed to wear for the last 2 months. And the same exact shot, I really hope that this is what happens, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be a little disappointed now. The same exact shot that happened at the end of the Collision AEW tag match. MJF is going to be staring at Roddy, and Cole is going to come up behind him with the belt. And Cole is going to hit him with the belt, unlike MJF. And that's going to be the official turn. MJF loses. Adam Cole is the new champion.
I don't think they're going to give
Reuniting with the Kingdom, and it was all a ruse in the first place.
Sure.
I feel like they're not going to give Cole the title at All In because I think they're really setting up for the CM Punk MJF rematch.
So I have a rebuttal for that I actually just thought of while we were on the show.
You ain't tweeted yet. I ain't had time to prepare.
Well, too fucking bad. I think the X title, I think that's going to come into play later on. Because I think CM Punk and MJF are going to go at it for the X title, and
The Twitter
Punk
championship.
and MJF is going to win the X title, and MJF and Cole are going to have an official undisputed match to find out who's the ultimate champion at the end.
I don't think so. I think they're going to save that match
I can rebut this by saying one thing.
just putting their butts out there. Okay.
Adam Cole is not on the level of CM Punk when it comes to drawing power. So
Correct.
to have an MJF CM Punk rematch at All In or All Out for both championships would draw, because it's going to be in Chicago, right? Oh no, it's going to be in Las Vegas. Oh no, it's going to be in Chicago, isn't it?
No, it's in Chicago. All that's Chicago.
Yeah,
Have
I'll-
CM Punk finally win both championships in Chicago, bro. That's gonna light the fuse. It's gonna be like that will light the fuse with the CM Punk FTR Kenny Omega Elite feud.
So I think that's cool to do, but I feel like there needs to be a month or so between the announcement of this match. Like
Oh, I
there
do
needs to
too.
be like, because there's just too much between the two of them for it to just be announced on Dynamite that Punk and MJF are going to face
Well,
each other. All out.
here's how you set it up if you're going to do it at All Out. Is after the main event when MJF's champion, Punk comes out with his title. They stand face to face. You get the tension. Yada yada yada.
I mean, they already started. I mean, CM Punk already started mentioning him on Collision. He's already throwing out the fucking. Literally, he's gaslighting them already on Collision.
Well, he did it that first week back, not because I was in the best dog collar match, but because I won the best dog collar match.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there needs to, because they're really getting into the dig. I feel like the whole Joker angle and him coming out, and then that just never happening because of Brawl Out. I feel like that's got to be addressed somehow.
Oh yeah, and that's how you address it.
But just in one show, and then they do the
No,
match.
I don't think you should do it in one show. I don't think they should do it at All Out. I don't see MJF working All Out if he's working All In. I see maybe Punk defending his title at All Out against who? I mean, they really haven't set anything up. So what I think will happen at All Out, I don't think Adam or MJF is going to turn in Wembley. I think they're going to set up for All Out, Adam Cole and MJF versus the Kingdom for the ROH tag titles, and I think that's when Adam Cole's going to turn. Because, I mean, that's the only thing you really can set up in between All In and All Out. There's only a week there. So it's something that's already started here. I don't see All In.
I don't see taking the titles off of Aussie Open so fast. They just won them.
Yeah, but I mean they're the ROH tag titles, so they don't mean shit. Let's be honest.
I mean,
And that's gonna get. They may get MJF and Cole booed because it is in the UK.
I don't think it'll get them booed. I think because Aussie Open isn't like like Regal got cheered no matter what when they went to the UK, but
Correct.
Aussie Open isn't at that level of William Regal to where I think they're just automatically going to be over, no matter if
they're in the UK, so they're gonna be over.
I don't think they're going to be over. I think MJF and Adam Cole are going to be more over than them.
Possible.
As the baby faces, but like you're gonna have the hometown audience split.
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
But I don't think it'll be a solid behind Aussie Open like it
Sure.
was for like a William Regal or a British Bulldog or something like that.
Correct.
Plus Aussie, they're from Australia. That ain't even in the UK, is it? The
You
fuck
know,
happened with
Australia
Brexit?
was a. You know, Australia was a prison colony for England, right?
Wasn't that part of Brexit? Wasn't that part of Brexit?
Oh my God.
I'm just
I'm not
because
actually-
Aussie Open. I'm not saying because Aussie Open are part of the UK. I'm saying that because they're
All people with accents are just the same to you, I see.
Correct.
they are affiliated with a
Yeah.
very popular they're part of a team called the British Empire
Right.
with
Yeah.
Will Ospreay, and they're very Taekwon, you are very right about that, by the way.
So me and Drew look alike?
Maybe if I was clean shaven, people would think we were brothers.
Drew has much better hair.
Whoa, that's because I wear a hat.
Hey, that's your problem.
Like I would take this hat. If this hat goes up, so does the divorce rate in our audience. So
If
Whoa, shit.
Drew were to
Okay.
frost those tips, there'd be a lot of divorces going on right now.
Oh, you should see my high school photo.
So we did see it on.
Drew said he been making straight guys gay since 1997.
Ha ha ha!
There's 3 designs for white people, and they're just.
I was making straight guys gay before I even knew I was gay. That's interesting.
That's the power.
You knew.
That's the
Deep
power.
down, you knew.
It's the power. You're like fucking the New Day. Feel
Drew
the
got that
power.
jujitsu.
Feel the power bottom.
Okay, we've been talking about this way too long.
This
All right,
has been
With
a
that
very
being
long
said, ladies
show.
and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here. Keep in mind, we're going to be on Friday at 8 p.m. with a special edition of the Roundtable Rewind, where we fuck around and find out.
Rewind.
Man, fuck around and find out edition. So with that
And-
being said, for these
Wait,
lovely gentlemen here,
Saturday Collision, but we're doing
Yes.
something
Saturday.
Extra
correction.
special.
Yeah, we'll be here.
extra special
well,
this
we're not.
Saturday.
We don't know if we're doing it on Kick just yet because Kick keeps fucking kicking me out.
Well, I was gonna talk about the first episode of Dynamite thing.
Oh
And like Usher
yeah,
said,
Yeah, before Collision on here, we are going to do a special watch along of the first ever episode of AEW Dynamite. We're going to talk about kind of what's
Oh.
changed since that first episode to now. So yeah, they blew
with
their
that being
chance.
said-
They should put the
with that
title
being
on
said,
Kevin Smith.
we got some real cool shit coming up. We're gonna do a history of women's wrestling roundtable where we just sit and we shoot the shit about the history of women's wrestling and how
Allegedly.
it has evolved or devolved depending on how you look at it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, there's a lot of allegedly in that fucking story. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
That being
yeah.
said, for all these gentlemen on the podcast here, I'm your boy, the franchise. We'll see you guys on Friday with some cool shit. So
What
stay
the
tuned.
fuck?
What the fuck?
The only